We procured. Thanks for that question. Actually, we procured 120 boards, which will debut at the President's Cup and the African Youth Scrabble Championship, which holds in Lagos, Nigeria, from the starting on the 23rd of August, when players arrive. So why did we procure 120 boards? It's pretty much so that PANASA, the Pan African Scrabble Association, which I'm president of, can have boards to play with. We can, move these boards next year, at the end of this year, to Abuja, I suppose, where the West African Scrabble Championship will take place. Nigeria is hosting that. As you remember, the last edition, which was the first ever edition of the West African Scrabble Championship, was held in Ghana last year, where we all went in May. So this year, Nigeria is hosting, and I believe that's in November. I haven't seen the calendar of the Nigerian Scrabble Federation. So we'll take those boards there and support the Nigerian Scrabble Federation with the boards and the clocks. We also got 50 clocks to don't forget. And we're going to get more. We're going to get more boards in. We're going to get more clocks in. With time, we just require more sponsorship for us to be able to do this. These boards we brought in are matte finished, so the surface is matte finish, which means there's not going to be any scratches or any reflections during games. Reflections from off of the Scrabble boards. It's made from a material called ABS, which means the board cannot break. These are pro boards. These are pro boards used by professionals. And we also bought tiles as well, pro tiles. All of these were customized to the Pan African Scrabble Association. I suppose you've seen a few images of these materials that we received in. We can take you on a walkthrough as well, if you so wish. So, these materials have come in, this equipment have come in. We're going to be debuting, like I said, at the President's Cup in the next couple of days. So it'll be fantastic to see. Why did we get that? We also will be able to raise funds through these materials that we brought in. We'll be able to hire these boards out and raise funds for the running of the Pan African Scrabble Association's secretariat, which is currently in Lagos. Of course, after I emerged last year, the secretariat moved down to Nigeria with me. Of course, we're going to be featuring this at ECASA next year, which is the East Central and South African Scrabble Association. That's going to be in Gaborone in Easter. And we've recently only just been announced as one of the demonstration sports at the next African Games. So we hope to see these boards there. We'll also be, taking those boards to Sierra Leone for the African Scrabble Championship next year in October. We will be announcing the African Scrabble Championship dates at the gala night on August the 27th, when the President's Cup and the African Youth Scrabble Championship concludes. We're going to be announcing the dates for the African Scrabble Championship in Sierra Leone next year. It's going to be in October. It's typical that our African Scrabble Championships happen in October. So we're going to be announcing those dates in the next couple of days as well, this month. It's already here. But yeah, that's the importance of the board. We also have 20 semi-pro boards that we got. These boards will go to countries like Lesotho and Zimbabwe. And even Rwanda, they're just starting out. We're starting to build a Scrabble community in those countries. And we want to focus on developing Scrabble in these countries. Once these championships in August, have come and gone, we're going to focus on, developing Scrabble in these places. We're also going to be, giving out to these countries our instructional materials, the instructional boards, which we've been giving countries to help them, to help the Scrabble trainers there bring more Scrabble people, as more youths, from within their ranks. We see what is happening in Nigeria, what's happening in Kenya in terms of the youth revolution. A lot of youths are now playing Scrabble. And these are the kind of material, these are the kind of things, we do, developmental strides we do, to make Scrabble a popular sport. It's a world championship sport, we just returned from the world championship in Las Vegas. So for many who do not know, Scrabble is a world championship sport. Since 2015, Nigeria has been the best Scrabble playing nation in the world. It was only in Las Vegas in the last couple, I think it was only a week ago that we finished, and we finished second, obviously, because It was in Las Vegas. The United States team were there in their numbers. We couldn't, take numbers due to funding issues and all of that. But we took a sizable number. But, they outmatched us, beat us in numbers, and they finished first. We finished second. But look, we're hopeful that we're going to retain. We're going to get back our, what belongs to us when the championship comes around. And we're hoping that this will be in Africa because PANASA, under my control, will put a bid in for the next Westpac, which is the World English Speaking Players Scrabble Championship, which is the world equivalent of the World Championship. We'll put a bid for an African country to host.